How we doing, world? Welcome into a brand new episode of the Coach's Corner, streaming live and free on the WBCO, the WQEL, and the OH.Report Facebook page, as well as our main YouTube channel tonight. My name is Brian Skowronski. I'm going to be your host for Season 2, Episode 7, back with all the fun and games that you would come to expect from the Coach's Corner. And we're going to be highlighting coaches and athletes from Crawford and Marion County, of course, all season long. But tonight, we have got a whole pack of Bulldogs in the house. That's right, representing the blue and silver. And we're beginning with Crestline volleyball here this evening. That's how we're going to start the show. Let's get to know who our guests are here tonight. We'll begin with the head coach to my left, Miss Erica Burkhart. How is everything going for you? How's life right now, Erica?
Wonderful. We're making it.
You got me convinced.
We are. We're trying to get some good practices in before we head into our tournament game next week.
Yeah, kind of crazy that you got the whole week off right now to try to get your business in order, if you will. How'd you guys all get over here tonight? Did you drive independently or did you carpool?
Separate.
All separately?
Yeah, we came straight from practice.
Okay. So evidently you trust these young ladies to drive themselves. All right, let's hear from our senior now. Liliana Bay's hanging out with me. Tell me about senior year. Obviously, you're the top dog over at the school now. You're one of the oldest walking through the hallways. How's that been treating you?
It's going. There's not much to complain about this year, I feel. It's only just started, so.
Yeah, you're just getting going here. But do you feel the power now that you're a senior? Is it a little bit different when you're walking them hallways?
No, but I was so ready to be a senior, and it just don't feel any different.
Interesting. Well, maybe as the year rolls along, you'll start getting that authority really starting to kick in for you. You got one of your sophomore buddies with you. Addison Hill is joining us. And, yeah, just a 10th grader, but your coach thought enough of you to invite you here to the show. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, you're doing something right. She's like, yeah. She's been giggling all evening since she got here. So get used to hearing that, folks. Okay. Addison, are you old enough to drive yet?
No.
You are not. Are you doing driving lessons at this point yet? You're not even ready for that. No. Okay. Because I have a daughter. She just turned 16 a couple of days ago, and it's been, kind of scary for me to allow her to get out there and be in the car here lately, but she's getting a lot better. So when do you feel like you're going to be ready for that challenge to finally get behind the wheel and take control?
I practiced driving before, but I'm not really good at it, so I think I'm just going to have my sister, Nevaeh, drive me around places. I don't know if I'll ever be ready, to be honest.
And Nevaeh's cool with that for right now?
Yeah.
Just playing big kid chauffeur for you?
Yeah.
Probably the streets are a little bit safer. Oh, twins. Okay. So you are 16 then, yeah? No, you're not yet.
No.
Okay. Liliana, you've probably been driving for a couple of years. Are you feeling like you're pretty good at that at this point?
The best I can be,
At least you're in Crestline, so there's not a lot of traffic lights or stop signs.
Yeah,
and
I don't really venture out far.
What would you say? What's the furthest distance that you've ever traveled from Crestline?
I think Toledo.
That's a pretty good drive.
Mm-hmm.
What brought you up to Toledo?
My parents were getting 2 new cars, so I drove my car back after taking them.
Hello, 2 new cars. I mean, I've heard of getting one in a day, but that's like the grand prize. That's pretty awesome. Coach, how is this team on the bus? Obviously, she doesn't even like driving at all. She's cool, like being just like in Crestline normally. Or is this like a fun-loving team? They have dance parties and stuff. Are they usually pretty chill and keep to themselves?
We've had some pretty long bus rides this season, so they always start out a little crazy. And then by the end, they're napping. They're sleeping before we get back to the school. Short ones, half of them are asleep, 15-minute drive, and they're out cold. But some of them are just loud and crazy the whole way home.
That's fine, right? I mean, rowdy bus rides, they're fun, especially after wins, of course. Yeah. Well, what about practice? Would you say that they're a super vocal group, lots of fun, or are they mostly focused and dialed in?
They will get focused. They just need brought in and told to lock it in. But a lot of times we start practice and they're loud and they're silly, and we'll get through the beginning of our practice and then we kind of lock it in and they pull it in and are a little more serious.
What are some tactics that you've had to learn how to develop with this group to reel them in and make sure that they know we're here to get something out of this and not just play, pat a cake, if that's even still a thing. You guys doing that anymore?
Sometimes. You never know.
I guess it's still around.
I think really just telling them, literally just saying lock it in. This year has pretty much done it. Years past, it's kind of been a little bit more of a struggle to kind of pull them in, but it's just a quick huddle and a lock it in. It's time to be serious. Let's get some work done, and that here lately has been all it's taken.
How many seniors on this team?
3 seniors.
So you got 3 seniors. So Liliana, you're one of a very select group. Tell me about just the effort that has to go into making sure that the younger kids stay on task, because I saw that there's like a lot of sophomores out there that you got to deal with.
Yeah.
11.
I think, especially for me, they kind of listen to me a lot. So I don't think it's that hard. I just say, Addie, stop, act right, and then they act right. So I don't know. I think it's just normal at this point. It's
I
not
think,
much
and
to
even
it.
for you, from what I just saw, just kind of like the half head tilt, that almost just got my attention where I was ready to straighten up. So you probably don't even have to say much, right? Just
No, sometimes, especially with the twins, I just have to look at them or say their name.
who would you say gives you the most headaches at practice that you're trying to keep in line?
The twins.
The twins.
The twins.
Okay.
They're always doing handstands or something that almost get hurt. So
Well, that's impressive, though. How long can you do a handstand for? Have you ever timed that?
Not long.
Not that long. But a minute?
No.
No?
Like 5 seconds.
But there's just constantly just getting that 5 seconds in.
it's either that or they're trying to fight each other. There's no in between.
Typical twins. Well, the team obviously mostly made up of sophomores, as we established. 11 of them, you said?
11.
My gosh, that is a lot. How long has this group been together where this particular 11 kids has been playing volleyball with one another?
I think a long time, like in since middle school.
So you guys have pretty good chemistry, or good bond outside of practice too? You guys all kind of hanging out?
Yeah. We kind of have our own separate groups sometimes, but yeah, we we're hanging out with each other.
Well, what are some of the hot hangouts in Crestline? Where you guys like to kick it?
Not much. Nowhere, to be honest. Like each other's houses is all. Nobody like goes anywhere.
No one's hitting up at like
Maybe McDonald's.
Yeah, I was about to say the McDonald's lobby. When I taught there like 5 years ago, that was the spot. Like, hey, Mr. Ski, we're gonna go hit up McDonald's. If you want to come hang out in the lobby, we'll be there. So I'm glad to hear that that's still a thing. Would you consider yourself to be one of the ringleaders of the class, though? Are you one that's looked at and people kind of pay attention?
I would say so.
Well, when you're not giggling and can you be authoritative?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I got it.
Not right now.
It's infectious. My gosh. Well, Coach, this is your second season. Tell me, in what ways you feel like you're a better coach than you were at this time last year?
I think that we're just focusing more on getting back to basics as a program as the whole. And so I think just making sure that no matter what we're working on at practice, we're working on the basics first and going from there. It's kind of made me a stronger coach. We're focusing more on the individual needs of each of the girls rather than a full season of the whole team as a whole.
So more player development, making
Yes.
sure that they kind of really understand exactly what it is that they're going to do instead of trying to get some of that team atmosphere going on.
Yes.
That makes sense. And you took over for your younger sister too,
did.
right? In the
I
volleyball
did.
ranks. Do you feel like that came with a little bit of added pressure? Was that even a benefit to you, actually, knowing that you kind of have her that you can call and be like, okay, I got some ideas. You think this will work?
Well, I had assisted her those 2 years that she was there, so we kind of worked as a team, and I think that helped huge too because I had already been in the position that I'm kind of in now, coaching the girls, so it kind of helped to kind of step in. And my JV coach is my other sister, so
Oh, wow.
it's all kind of a family.
Full family
affair
affair
at this
going
point,
on.
yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I want to chat about your season. We'll get to that in a little bit, but let's loosen up a little bit. Let's play our first game. We call this thing 10 Spin, and as I described to you before we came on air here, it's all random. I got 10 different questions for you, and each of you get to do this twice. So I already got it rotating. Let's get Giggles McGee going first here. So whenever you are ready, just say when, Addison.
Okay. Are you going?
We're going.
Stop.
All right, we're going to stop on number 10. Tell me a fun fact about a teammate. Can I just say you're a twin? Can we just go with that? Give me a fun fact about the twin.
She likes hitting, but she's not. She's okay at it, but she.
Now, when you say hitting, you mean volleyball hitting, like not like.
Yeah. No. Just volleyball hitting.
Does she like to like strike you though? Did you guys
She's
battle
not.
it out?
Me and her don't. Yeah, we fight, but I kind of win all. She doesn't really.
So she learned not to pick on you.
Yeah.
At this point.
I guess.
Addison's the bigger twin of the two. She uses it to her advantage when she can.
Yeah, you got to with siblings. All right, Liliana, your turn.
To answer that question or say stop?
Nope, you got a new one, so you tell
Okay.
me when to say stop.
Okay. Stop.
All right, number 6. Can you do an impression of your team mascot? Show me what a bulldog looks like.
I don't know. Our mascot's never out.
You never seen a bulldog before?
You're gonna embarrass me. Can't do that.
Come on, we'll let you get off the chain here. Show some teeth. Yeah, you know how they're kind of like, don't they? You know.
See what you got.
Go, Lily.
Bulldog. No, but do you do an impression of any famous person? I'll take.
I've like never tried.
I'll take any impression. You got like a Donald Trump for me? Everyone seems to have a Trump. Can't do a Trump.
My coach.
Yeah, let's
Oh my.
see what Coach Burkhart looks like.
Like when she's mad.
Oh, that's perfect.
It always starts whenever we're talking too much.
Yeah.
And it's just this. And then we're running, and then when we get back, the teeth are like clenched, and then she's like, "That's not okay. Do what you need to do. Lock it in." And then everyone's silent, except for the twins.
Except for the twins, because they can't help it. They're like,
Giggling.
okay, Coach.
Valid.
Gosh. All right, Coach Burkhart, your turn.
Stop.
Stop on a number 3. That's so funny that you just did what you did, because this is doing an angry impression of your coach. So let's see what that actually looks like. We saw the impersonation. All right, let's say they're chatting. She's giggling. It's time to get serious.
Well, here lately it's been Addison. It is the teeth clench. It really is. I think that's what does it for him. Is the teeth clench.
Okay, I love it. If you would have just done that like for the bulldog, I think that might have worked. Just
There you go.
I thought you wanted me like barking.
all right, Addison, you're back on the clock here. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, number 1. Sing the high school alma mater.
I actually don't know.
No.
I learned it in choir and then I forgot it because I dropped choir.
Oh, you did. That's too bad. So at least you have a good voice. You're classically trained with the choir. Who's your favorite artist?
Probably Montel Fish.
Who? What fish?
Montel.
Montel fish? Can you give me a quick verse of a Montel song?
It's not really like a. I don't think you know. Like when I sing.
Probably not. Yeah, it's okay. Let's see. Montel fish, let's get going.
I don't think I can. There's like, it's kind of like he doesn't really like sing, I guess. He like.
Do you know Montel fish?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sing a verse.
You guys can do it together.
What song are you doing?
Can it be like hotel? That's like the only one I know.
When I met you in the hotel room.
Yes. You did it.
All right, well, we'll accept that.
Funny.
All right, Liliana, round 2 for you. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right, stop. You already did an angry impression of Coach, so we're gonna spin it one more time.
Okay. Stop.
Yeah, they really want you to do that. Number 3. Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
All right, I'm gonna say when to stop this time. Now. Okay. Showcase a hidden talent. What are you good at that maybe nobody knows? Or if you don't have, if you need like a special instrument or something, you can just describe to us. Do you have something that you do that people are normally like, whoa, Liliana, that's pretty amazing. I never would have thought.
Don't you have make a weird thing with your tongue or something?
I'll do the
Like
do
a
the tongue
flower?
thing.
You can do it?
You got me confused, Daddy. I can't do that. No, that's not me. that's you. She just wanted to show her hidden talent. That's how that was.
I thought you could do it.
Can you roll your tongue? I've seen half of America can and half can't. Or they put it like in a hot dog. Am I doing it?
Yep.
I can't.
She's doing it too. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Maybe I lied. Maybe all of America can do this.
we're just in the half.
So that's your hidden talent. Now, if somebody asks, you're like, "Duh, I got
I
the
can
hot
roll my
dog
tongue.
I can roll my tongue.
I got
like
the
a hot dog bun.
Okay. Coach, let's Erica, you got one more round.
Stop.
Stop on a number 10. Okay, so we already did this one, but tell me a fun fact about one of your athletes. What have you learned about someone that you were really impressed with?
Addie G, one of my liberos, she's got a hidden want to sing the national anthem at one of our games, but she's too embarrassed to do it.
But she has the
But
talent.
she does.
She just needs
really
the
does.
courage.
Yeah.
I'll think of a way before you guys take off tonight where you can kind of like coax her into it or
Coax her
trick
into
her,
it.
where all of a sudden she's just got a microphone and she's out
She's
there and
ready
then,
to go.
dun, 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 and then she can't help it. I'm
She
telling
just
you,
has
she's
to
got
do
that
it.
mic. Okay. Coach Burkhart, Senior Liliana, Sophomore Addison all hanging out with me. Crazy that you guys are done with your regular season already. 12-game layoff, so give me an idea of what you're doing, how you keeping these kids hungry, how you keeping them ready for the tournament that's still, what, next Thursday?
Next Thursday.
So you got a ways.
Have a long time.
What are you going to do at practice?
We are trying to mix up some skills with just some fun to keep them interested and keep them kind of focused. We are trying to do a lot of team building stuff while we're at it. We're having team meals and those kind of things, and just try to keep it moving, but keep it different. We're adding new drills, we're adding new things that we've not done probably since last season, and that's kind of helping a little bit too.
Liliana, 5 wins during the regular season. How did things turn out compared to your expectations since it's your last season? What was it playing like in your mind compared to what it's been so far?
I thought that with some new girls coming up and then some girls leaving, I figured that this year wouldn't go the way that it did go. I figured we would win more because our team was a lot more close-knit and there wasn't as much, I guess, bullying. So I figured that we would have done better, but I don't know what happened this year. I think it just wasn't our year, but that's neither here nor there. That's okay.
Still the second season, though, in the playoffs. So confidence levels rising as you got still a few more days to get ready here. But how are you feeling going into this match against South Central? Is that who you play? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like if we do the things that we do in practice, because in practice it shows all of our talent that we do. I think that if we actually apply that to the court and do everything that we need to do and talk, I think we could have a chance. But that's only if we apply everything that we need to.
Addison, considering that you're a member of that 11 sophomores, a very young group, how much do you feel like you in particular, your class has grown from the start of the season till now?
I feel like we've grown a lot, and with all these new drills and stuff that we've been doing, it just helps and stuff. And I feel like some of us are in like some places we felt that we'd never be in and stuff, and like, but I feel like everybody's like, it's just like, they're just hanging on and adapting.
Same question to you, Coach. How do you feel like that particular class has grown from then till now?
We've said since last year, the start of their freshman year, they're a very good group of girls. They, for the most part, get along. It's a very nice group. They're hardworking. They, I think, have gained a lot of skill we're throwing them onto a varsity court that a lot of them maybe weren't ready for as sophomores just due to numbers, and they are adapting well, just doing what they need to do. Like Addison said, we've got them thrown into positions that they normally wouldn't play. We started this year with no setter, no outside hitter, and no libero. We lost all of those last year to graduation. So we were basically starting over, and we moved Addison into a setter position that she had never played before. We've got liberos pulled up probably earlier than they needed to, but they're still adapting and doing what they need to do on the court.
Liliana, what would you say is your favorite memory from practice this season? Is there any particular day or moment that sticks out that you're still talking about?
Yeah, our JV coach just had a baby this season, and she brought it to, I think it was the first practice that she brought the baby to, and she asked me if I wanted to hold her, and I said no because I was too scared.
Yeah.
And both of the coaches were on the other side of the net, and we were doing this drill, and I got up and I hit a ball, and it hit Erica.
You hit that child, didn't
I
you?
almost did.
She's traumatized.
I almost did. I did like a little like scared dance and froze because I thought both of them were like gonna come at me, but they didn't even flinch.
A scared dance? Can you maybe demonstrate what that looks
This.
like? I gotcha. What about for a game, Addison? I'll let you take this one. What moment stands out that was one of your favorites that you guys are still chit-chatting about and you'll remember for always?
One game, me and Liliana, there's like this ball and it went into the net, and then me and her went at the same time to go get it. It was like, it was just like teamwork, but it didn't work out. But yeah.
so teamwork that didn't work.
Yeah.
They usually say the dream works, but sometimes it's nah.
Yeah.
Nah. And I guess for all of you, any specific match that you felt like was kind of like the tippy top of your guys' talents all coming together where you guys really played well? Did you guys have any of those magical matches this year?
What did we just play last week?
Central.
Central Christian game before that. I think the last game we played, I think Mansfield Christian. Nope, senior
Plymouth?
night. Who was senior night?
I'll look it up.
Central.
See if I can find it.
No, not Central Christian.
Our senior night?
Your senior night.
Yeah, that was Mansfield Christian.
Mansfield Christian. Yeah, it was senior night, and that's always a little emotional and a little bit crazy as a night in general. But no, they all played really well on the court. They meshed really well on the court, and it was one of those games that didn't necessarily show on the scoreboard the way that they played. But that was probably one of the better games that they've had here in the last few weeks.
So it sounds like everybody was on the same page for that game. But can you guys all do it while you're here in studio and the cameras are rolling? It is time for On the Same Page. So you guys might see that you have dry erase boards in front of you. Everyone's got a marker. Go ahead, pop off those lids and get ready. And what we're trying to do here is that you're trying to match your answer to Coach Burkhart's. So you're trying to, get inside of her mind, think how she thinks, and all come together. We'll see if you guys can get many of these right. I've got 5 total questions for you. Okay, here we go. What one word or phrase does Coach use most often at practice? Is there any one word that she says a lot, or is there a specific phrase that Coach Burkhart is consistently just drilling home for you guys? Even Erica's like, is there?
There's probably a lot of them. There's probably some that I wouldn't even know that I say.
We've all got our isms. What's Coach Burkhart's? All right, Addison seems confident. Liliana still writing. All right, I'm going to have you guys put it up in front of your face. Coach, hang on to yours for now. The 2 players put it up, and let's see. Lock in and take a lap is what Addison says. Lock it in. Liliana agrees. Be serious and give me 10. Is that laps? Is that?
No, that's burpees, push-ups, anything she feels.
Ooh.
I do have to say that a lot.
Okay.
It's usually not even give me 10, it's just 10.
just 10. You just shorten
That's
it.
all it needs.
All right. Did they get it right, Coach? Lock it in. Hey. All right. So we're on the same page, 1 for 1. Everybody got it. And obviously, if you write down 3 answers, it helps your chances. So it looks like you're onto something here. All right. Question 2. Which player best knows how to get under Coach's skin? I think we've already identified who it is. So I think even I can probably throw this one out there. And I'm guessing she looks a whole lot like someone who's in the studio right now. Okay. Girls,
That's embarrassing.
go ahead and show your answer. The twins.
I just
And then
picked
Coach
one
is like-
twin. I almost put twins too,
She
but I
narrowed it
didn't want
down.
to put 2 answers.
But again, she's got 2 answers
But
over here.
it is.
These players are onto it.
Twins.
2 for 2, rocking and rolling right now. On to question 3. What is Coach's biggest superstition on game days? Is there anything specific that you notice that she's doing every single time?
Every time else we'll lose.
Specific outfits? How you guys do things in order? Is she chewing bubble gum? She got a rabbit's foot. They still make those, or is that inhumane? PETA might have put a
Probably not
hit on
allowed.
those. I haven't seen those in a while. Erica, are you a superstitious type of person?
Incredibly.
So this might be kind of tough. Addison, do you know what that means?
No, not really.
So superstition is just something that you feel like if you do it, it's gonna bring good juju. So some people they'll bring a pack of Skittles before every game.
Oh.
Maybe some people will even take it a step further. They'll only eat the green ones.
Like
They'll-
when I told Kylie not to wash any pads or else it'll give her bad luck.
Oh, so it's like a good luck charm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. Terms usually actual things. So sometimes
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
things you do.
So it doesn't have to be a charm per se, like a ritual.
I got it.
You got something? Oh, okay. Let's see your answer then, Addison. What you got? She brings snacks, and then the bump in her hair, and she has to have gum. That's what Liliana thinks. Coach, what is it? Giving gum to Liliana. So,
I think every game for the last 2 seasons.
what kind of gum? What's the
It's not
go-to?
a specific kind. It's just always.
Just any. You'll mix
Yeah.
it up.
It throws us off a little bit if she's not at me right before the varsity game asking for gum.
Are you disappointed sometimes, like if she's got like Big Red or something, where you're just like, Coach?
No, she always has good gum.
She got the
I
goodies.
learned early on
Okay.
to have the good gum, or they'll find it somewhere else.
All right, so I'll give that to you. So perfect so far, 3 for 3, doing well, Liliana. True or false though? Question 4. Coach likes to eat dessert before her main course. Does she flip flop, and will she eat sweets before she gets to the main dish? I will do that because I like sweets a lot. And so I'll start with it, just a couple bites like of my brownie before I get to my chicken or whatever. Crumble cookie's been a problem for me. All right, girls, let's see what you got. They both, well, no, I'm sorry. Addison says true. Liliana says false. Coach, I don't even know the answer. That is totally false. But are you a sweet tooth?
I am not, but for my job, I own a bakery, like I run a
Oh,
bakery
man.
at my house, so I'm surrounded by sweets all the time, so I rarely do.
Because, can I guess that you're at least like your flavor testing as you're cooking?
Which probably is why I don't eat sweets.
That
a
makes
lot
sense.
outside of that.
That adds up. So Liliana, I don't know this to be a fact, but I don't believe anybody's gone 5 for 5 yet in this game. You would be the first if you get this last one correct.
Oh.
All right? Which player on the team is most likely to run for president one day? Since we're in this election season, we're only 3 weeks away, I think, from the Super Tuesday, I think they call it. Who on the team has some presidential characteristics the coach could say, you know what? I see that lady running for office one day. Kind of crazy that we might have a woman president coming up here pretty soon. Not just on the TVs. Did you answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Addison, let's have you go first. Okay, so she feels like Jocelyn is the most presidential player on the team. Liliana? Her. She's going with herself. I can see it. A little stoic. Coach,
Alright,
who's
so
it going to be?
either Bridget or Addie G.
Oh, Bridget
Bridget.
or Addie?
They're
Bridget was
really
in
good
this one.
at
Yeah.
putting up a good argument for things that they want or don't want. Both of them.
Are you guys all as burned out on the political commercials as I am, since it is election season? Are you guys seeing
Absolutely.
these? Because I know some kids aren't. You don't
Yes.
even watch TV. Do you guys even like watch normal, regular TV, or is it all YouTubes? And
No, I watch TV.
You do? Yeah. What's like the worst campaign ad that you've seen so far? Do you remember one specific?
No.
They're just all so negative.
They're all.
I don't get.
Everyone.
They should just make a new
Everyone.
rule where you have to talk about yourself. You got to build up
Yes.
yourself and present a case why you're the best.
Because it's the opposite.
And not why. Like this poor Bernie Moreno. Never met him, don't know him, but I feel like every day he's just getting slashed and torn apart on the TV.
Dragged apart.
Oh man. Addison, I'll let you answer this real fast. If you could nominate anybody for president, doesn't matter if it's somebody you know, just anybody. It could be Taylor Swift. Who do you think would make a good presidential candidate?
Now that I think of it, probably Bridget.
Okay. All right. So Bridget, a girl on your team. She still, I think, got to age probably about 20 years before she can run, but
Yeah.
she's getting prepared now.
She's one of them 11 sophomores.
Yeah. Oh, one of those inside jokes. All right, Liliana, who would you nominate for president? Who would you like to see in the White House? Maybe even just for giggles. There was that kind of like side face. See what I mean?
Yep.
Got me laughing that time though.
Probably some kind of rapper. I think that'd be amazing.
Now I know Kanye ran last time.
Oh, I don't think I'd like that one.
Not Mr.
Probably
West.
not.
Okay.
I
Probably
think
not
Snoop
him.
probably should.
But Snoop's
He's
like,
like everybody's grandpa right now.
America's grandpa for
Yes,
sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Would you nominate Snoop over the two candidates that we have right now?
Probably, yeah.
I think it's probably
You would have my vote.
idea. Well, guys, I think on that note, with Snoop Dogg taking over the country, let's go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight on the Coach's Corner. Best of luck. You are playing South Central in the tournament
Yes.
next Thursday,
Yes.
so start getting ready for that. We'll wish you all the luck. All right, the show rolls on. When we come back, it's still Crestline time. We'll have the football team. We've got the head coach and two players joining me next.
I love pizza.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Winford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH.Report.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, presented by Pizza Hut of Galion in Bucyrus. My next guest just enjoyed a couple of pieces of their pie, and they are ready for action. We've got 3 members of the Crestline football team, including their head coach. We'll begin over here, Mr. Hastings Robinette. Welcome to the show, man. How are you enjoying year 1 in your new role?
You know what? It's definitely an adjustment from being a offensive coordinator, which I was previously, to the head coach. No, it's been great. Honestly, the senior class has welcomed me, and that's been huge for me.
The number one change I always hear is just dealing with the parents. Now people are hitting you up. How has that gone for you so far?
Honestly, and I was just talking to the staff the other day. I've had no issues with the parents.
Beautiful.
None. And it's been fabulous because I remember coaching before, and our head coach at the time would always have issues with the parents. I've had none. So that's been a blessing for sure.
That is awesome to hear. All right. Kean Glennon hanging out with us now, senior running back / safety / linebacker / defensive end / whatever they need from you that particular week. First year at this school, correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about just blending in and how you're enjoying life in Crestline.
It's pretty good. I used to go here when I was in like 4th grade, and then I moved to Lexington, and then senior year I came back. So it's good to be back.
It's still some of your old buddies walking through the hallways where it was just like old times when you got back together?
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. One of your senior classmates, Derek McCunn, here with us. Good to see you, man. You excited to be here? You're nervous at all? Because I know that with Addison, she was just like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't screw this up. How are you feeling about tonight?
No, I'm a little nervous. Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. We're just here to have some fun. Tell me about practice today. A little bit cooler weather, finally, right? So did you guys prefer that when it's not like summer? Because it seems like the 80+ degree temperatures hung around for longer than I can ever remember. Either of you. How are you liking the new temperatures?
It's better cooler than hot.
They don't enjoy conditioning as much. I'll tell you that.
It's harder to breathe. Cold air.
They're finding it harder.
Oh, you think so? So a little bit easier to run actually in the hot conditions for you.
I think they're just so used to it. Like you said, it's unseasonably warm for a while.
No doubt.
For a long time. And we're due for some fall weather.
Well, it's finally here, and I know that I personally, fall is my favorite when
absolutely.
it arrives. It just seems right. It seems like it's home. So my question for all of you, favorite season and why?
Like, what do you mean?
So there's 4 seasons of the year. Okay?
All right.
So it usually begins with winter, then it becomes spring. We just got through summer. I think we're on the 2nd or 3rd official week now of the fall right now is what we're doing. Which one you like best?
Definitely summer.
Definitely summer.
Yeah.
All right. So favorite summer activity other than just not having to be in class. What do you like doing? How you spend your time?
Probably just swimming.
Swimming?
On the beach and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, which beach? Where you like to go swim at? Lake, river,
Pool.
Pool.
Or I go to when I visit my grandparents in Florida, we go to the beach.
Yeah, poor Florida right now.
I'm done. I feel so bad for them.
I've had on the Weather Channel. It was just showing the entire state is sinking at this point. But so hopefully you get a chance to go back down there and swim at some point. All right, Kean, your favorite season?
Probably fall. Cool temperatures. Football season. So.
Yes. He's a red-blooded American, baby. For me, it's just like, I like the cooler temperatures. Like, I just have kind of like a perspiration thing going on most of the time, just a little film happening. So in the fall, I don't get it as bad. But if we get football, that's where it's at. What about you, Coach?
I was going to say fall, but I'll change it up a little bit since we get to.
Let's mix it up.
Unpopular opinion. I like winter. I'm not a summer fan. Not a summer fan. I would rather be cold than hot any day.
You know what?
Any day.
I think I'm with you. I like the summer activities better, of course.
Right.
But I kind of like the weather in winter too. So I'm with you.
My wife hates it. She loves summer. She hates winter. Hates it.
Samesies. Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
All right. So fall also means the start of spooky season, guys. So where would you say Halloween ranks for you in terms of the hierarchy just of holidays? Is it one of your very favorites, or are you just like it's kind of like a kid's holiday? Where do you fall on that?
It's kind of like in the middle. Yeah. Hey, Thanksgiving's really up there, though.
This is my man. So Thanksgiving for me, that number one. I love it. I get catered to. I don't have to cook nothing. People bring me food, and then of course, football's on all day long. What do you think about Halloween?
It's like in the middle. It's better when you were a kid, but it's not bad when you grow up.
Yeah.
Still fun to go to like haunted houses with your friends and stuff.
I'm with you. Are you guys still dressing up this year?
Probably not.
Dressing up as football players.
Just football players? That's all it's going to be? What about you, Coach? You still like to go to a good costume party?
I'll tell you what, I would go Christmas first, Halloween number 2. I just like the whole vibe of Halloween since I was a kid. I still watch the Disney show, the Disney Halloween show. I'll be honest. I still watch them.
Oh,
I still watch Friday the 13th, all that stuff. Halloween, all of them. I love them.
The Hocus Pocus? Is
Absolutely.
that what you're talking
100%. My kids are into it
Classic.
now, which is great. My kids love it now, so now I got a legit excuse to actually sit down and watch it without trying to make up an excuse to watch it.
Yeah, no question. So maybe when was the last time you guys went trick or treating? How long has that been retired?
Derek last year?
No, I don't remember.
So it's been a few years.
Yeah.
Dude, I tried to milk that as long as I could. Sweet tooth, I just wanted the candies. I think I was like, just kind of like pretending like I was a little bit smaller, going up to some doors, get those Snicker bars.
Or you have the adults that come up with their 8-month-old kids and
Still, yeah. Trick or treat, yeah.
right.
Sally loves Skittles.
Yeah.
It's like she don't got teeth.
no, she can't eat that.
What are we talking about
She
here?
can't eat that.
What's the worst trick or treat like item that you ever got?
Almond Joys.
No hesitation. Zero hesitation.
Oh, it was bad.
So what do you do with it? Just straight in the garbage can?
Yeah, I straight in the trash.
Okay. Any ones that got to you, Kian?
Probably like pretzels.
Oh yeah, that's a
Bag of
rough
pretzels,
one.
yeah.
Like those little Halloween pumpkin pretzels.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be candy.
Oh,
What
but
do you
now
do?
that you mention it, yeah, that's pretty rough. Did you remember a really bad one that you got?
Candy corn. All day.
I love candy
I
corn.
love
No.
Candy corn's so good.
I know.
Ooh.
I'm kind of with Kian. I know it's more of like a decorative
Right,
thing,
right.
but I'll walk by
My kids
sometimes.
eat it, not me.
You just never know how old it is. I think that's the problem.
You can probably eat it 5 years later and it's probably fine.
At least.
I like the little
I remember I went to a dentist's house one time and they gave us a toothbrush. I don't know why, but I was so offended. I was like,
I'd have taken it and
today
tossed
is
it in the
not
yard."
about this, okay? I probably did do that back in the day. All right, Coach, I mean, you've got young kids. My experience is that they want to be 20 different things, and it all happens within a month, so we'll have to buy 10 different costumes. How's that
100%.
going for you?
So my youngest, every day it's something different.
Yeah.
What was it yesterday? Mickey Mouse. The day before that, it's every day. My older kids are a little more set in their ways, but my youngest, who's 3, every day it's something different.
Something new.
So we're going to wait until the last second and just do
Smart.
it that way.
Smart.
Rather
See,
than-
I've always been on that bandwagon too, but my wife's like, no, he's going to stick with it. And then you'll have 8 costumes for that year, and then they outgrow.
We'll wait. Make a homemade one or something.
Very smart. How involved are your little ones with the football team? They like coming to like practice?
My daughter loves football. She like prides herself, and she knows all these guys' names, their numbers, all that stuff. My youngest he's 3. Like I said, he doesn't really totally get down with it. But my middle son and my daughter for sure both. My daughter, like I said, especially she knows him by number, by name, every day. She'll come home from the game and say, "What was so and so doing on this play?" Listen, if I could explain it to you, I would. But
That's pretty awesome.
she loves it. It's almost like a Remember the Titans.
I was about to say.
That's kind of what
yeah.
it's like. Yeah, absolutely. So.
And then, like, getting the youth involved, I think getting that feeder system going. What are some things that you guys have done this year to have, like, the youth level get involved and, like, get to meet the high school kids and then be at some events?
So for us, because I didn't get hired in until March, I want to say, I had a youth camp plan and all that stuff. Did not happen because of time issues with trying to get these guys ready to go and trying to get them in the weight, blah, blah, blah. There is a youth program. It's a 5th and 6th grade program that it's not school affiliated, but that's obviously helping with getting them. Because I don't think they just brought that back within the last few years, I think. So hopefully that we have, hopefully 7th, 8th grade now that we're in that program. Once they come up, they're ready to go.
Yeah, I remember being so inspired when I was in like 5th grade and I got to meet the varsity quarterback and some of the linemen. I was just like, these guys are absolutely huge.
You're
I want to be
starstruck.
like that.
Yeah, right. You're starstruck by a guy in the same school as you.
No doubt. Kian, how little were you? At what age do you feel like you started playing football for real?
Probably like 6, 7.
So actually, probably a little bit later, I would think than most. So you weren't in flag football leagues or
Well,
stuff?
I was in flag football, but I didn't really like it as much. I liked baseball more, but then I started getting really into it, and then just kept going from there.
I had wrote down, do you still play the current position now that you played back then? But it sounds like you kind of play everywhere.
I used to play wide receiver, And then sophomore year, I went to running back. Well, like middle of sophomore year.
And obviously, it's been a great change for you.
Yeah.
Making that adjustment, when did it feel like it really clicked for you in the backfield and you liked that better than being a wideout?
I feel like instantly it did. I feel like I was better running the ball than running routes and catching the ball.
And then the biggest adjustment, even though you still had friends over in the Crestline school system, coming from Lexington back over into the old school that you were at, what were some things that were like different or that you had to get accustomed to again?
Kind of the school. It was a little different than Lexington. It wasn't that different, but it wasn't really that hard to adjust. It wasn't too bad.
Well, Derek, Crestline's not a very big school. So when you got a new kid coming in, everybody notices, of course. I mean, how many's in your senior class? Do you know?
Not a lot.
Between 20 and 30?
Yeah, probably.
Somewhere around there. So in what ways did you feel like you had to like incorporate Keem when he came over to the school? Did you guys have to do anything, or did he instantly just kind of like fit in like a missing piece of the puzzle?
Yeah, well, I remember him coming back when we were little kids. So, I mean, he came back and we kind of just clicked, you know? It was like he never left, so.
That's pretty awesome, man. Yeah, I think that's one of the really cool stories that you guys have going on
Yeah.
this year. It's just that you coming in, kind of reinvigorating the backfield, and it just seems like everything is just kind of going well right now for Crestline. And you guys know that Crestline through and through, right? Did you guys know when he graduated from high school? You want to take some guesses?
My dad graduated
His dad was a senior when I was a freshman, so he's trying to do the math.
Oh, okay. So
like 08,
You only need
09.
Hey, he got it.
Got it.
2009.
Yes,
was
sir.
When Coach Robinette graduated. And with that, we'll go into our first game here. We call this Boomers versus Zoomers. So we'll see how much you guys know about things that happened in the year 2009.
Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Now you both were alive, right? You was like
Yeah.
couple
I was
years old.
two.
Yeah. All right. So I've got 10 questions. I don't know how Travis's has been going in terms of people getting correct answers, but you guys get to work on as a team here. When I did week 1, Buckeye Central got 6, so I at least know that if you do better than 6, that you would be in first place at least when I am the host.
We got Buckeye.
Oh, maybe 8.
We'll go with 6 for now.
But at least
That's the official count. right.
for your guys' sake, we've had some other older coaches, if you will. So 2009 is actually not too bad. Not too bad.
You were alive.
Yeah.
You were born.
All right.
So
All right.
Most modern question we've had.
For
There you
sure.
go.
All right. First question. The first and most famous and valuable cryptocurrency was created in 2009. What was the first ever cryptocurrency?
Now, Travis does like the Mexico. You or Coach Fran.
I think I got it. Answer.
What's your answer?
Bitcoin.
They're going with the Bitcoin, and they would be correct.
Nice.
1 for 1.
Do you know it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bitcoin is unbelievably valuable now. I can't believe it because it seems like all of the other cryptos
Did
aren't
you ever
worth
hear
much.
about the guy that had, I think it was like 30 Bitcoin, and he bought a pizza with it back
No.
then because it was worth pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he'd be a millionaire right now.
I read today, kind of similar, that there was like a pop star in 2009. I didn't recognize her name, but she got offered to get paid like
Didn't
10
want
Bitcoins, and she was like, "No, I'll take like $1,000 cash." It's worth $1 billion today, right? Like something like that.
Instant regret.
Okay, so 1 for 1, great start. Question 2: the song with the most radio plays in 2009 was "I Got a Feeling" by which artist? I can sing it for you a little bit. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Thank you, thank you. So I was on tone, kind of.
I think.
Now you guys have heard the song, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
But I don't know the name. There's nobody else.
I give you one hint if you're just gonna guess a single person. It's a full group.
It's not a single person.
I give you even one more hint, and this might be a little too far, and it's actually like a double dose. There used to be restaurants named after this band, even though they've gone out of style. They're gone. Used to be. They're gone now. And it's also just a food in general. That's
And they still don't have it.
Do you remember the restaurant? No. Maybe it was a West Coast thing.
Yeah.
I went to them in Denver.
It's the only thing I know. It's like a food. Right?
You guys give up.
No, you say it.
You guys, just, what are you coming up with?
This is going to be wrong, but the cranberries.
Unfortunately, it is not the cranberries.
It's the Black Eyed Peas, fellas.
It is the Black Eyed Peas. The cranberries are like from like Austria or something,
Yeah,
right?
and I think they're way further back than
Way further
2009.
back.
But hey, at least it's the food.
Hey, you're still 1-1. Not bad. One right, one wrong.
50.
Question 3. What 2009 movie starring Zach Galifianakis was his character Alan quoted as being a one-man wolf pack? Come on. I thought this would be an easy
You
one.
think it is? No, it's not.
I feel like even in 2009, I was watching movies 15 years before that. So this is only 15 years later.
Yes.
I don't.
I'll give you one hint. There are 3 of these now. There have been sequels.
Oh, no, that's not.
You're thinking 3.
Don't disappoint Hastings. Girls, do you know the answer to this? No one else.
Erica, you know.
Yeah, Addison's double fisting pie back there. She's like, what?
Oh. Home Alone?
Ooh.
That was the 90s.
Unfortunately, yeah, that was like 93.
We were so high.
The correct answer is
The Hangover, fellas.
The Hangover. You guys haven't seen
The
that one
One-Man
yet?
Wolf Pack. You should have known it right there.
No, I've never watched that.
Oh, you guys gotta
got.
see
Yeah,
that.
you got to watch it.
It's pretty good. They go to Vegas. Things get out of hand.
Yeah, that's our film study this week. Huh?
For sure.
Don't worry
For
about
sure.
Hard Northern. We're just gonna watch The Hangover.
Wise. Okay. 2 wrong in a row. Let's get the winning feeling going.
Oh, man.
Question 4. Time Magazine's Person of the Year was Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke. What highly scrutinized bailout landed him in hot water? This was when the entire economy was collapsing at the time, and he gave a bunch of money to one particular thing, and people were really mad about it. I'll accept 2 different answers actually on this, depending on what you come up with.
So we have to pick like the thing that he gave the money to?
Pick the thing that he gave the money to.
Right? Dude, that's the only thing I can think of.
The Great Depression. Oh gosh.
Hey, listen, fellas, that happened way before 09.
Derek, talk him out of it. Whatever he was gonna say.
Yeah, Derek, you pick it then.
I don't know.
Was it right before anything?
All right, Keem. What did you guys think it was gonna be?
A bank?
That is correct.
Oh,
we'll accept that. So technically, it was Wall Street. It was the Wall Street bailout, is what they called it. But it was all these financial institutions. They made these unbelievably poor decisions where they were giving away money to people that could not pay back the loans because it padded their pockets. And so the government decided, you know what? The banks made these dumb decisions, and they gave them, how much was it? $600 billion.
That's a lot of money.
Look into it. There's a lot of documentaries about it. It's pretty bad. All right, so 2 and 2. You still got a chance here if you win out that you can have 8. Number 5. Kanye West famously interrupted whose acceptance speech at the MTV Video Music Awards in 2009?
I seen a TikTok of it the other day. That's what they just said.
It's a great clip if you've never seen it.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift is correct. Here we go. 2 in a row. Do you remember what Kanye said? Do you know why he was so mad?
He thought
Beyonce had the best video,
Yes.
the best music video, but then she won it.
He was like, hold up. Comes up there, and Taylor Swift was like 19.
Yeah,
Dude, she's a
young.
kid.
It almost
And
ruined
she was
her.
broken.
Yeah.
I seen her say many years after the fact that she was in depression for like 3 years.
Yeah.
I think she's doing okay now.
Yeah, I think she's right.
Yeah,
Travis
she's
Kelce.
almost got that $600 billion that the banks got bailed out with.
Mhm.
Okay, 3 in a row. You're doing great now. Okay, question 6. The Hurt Locker, starring Jeremy Renner, won the Oscar for Best Picture, depicting U.S. troops fighting the war in which country?
I don't even know one country that was
Remember, 2009, so it's not Wars Now. This is the Oscar for Best Picture in 2009.
It might have been Afghanistan.
Is incorrect. But that great guess, because that war was going on that time too.
See, I was close.
The answer is Iraq. Have you guys not seen the movie?
No.
Very good. Jeremy Renner is like a bomb diffuser. Have you seen it, Coach?
I don't think so, but
It's pretty good.
I would have said Iraq for sure.
Okay. We're playing for second now, but still, second's pretty good.
Hey, we'll go for 6.
Question 7.
6.
The city of Pittsburgh had 2 professional sports teams win league championships in 2009. Name them. I think they only have 2 pro sports teams.
Pittsburgh. So
Yeah.
the Steelers
Yep.
and the Penguins.
Ding, 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 ding,
They had
ding.
the Pirates too.
Oh, they got the Pirates. Yeah, but
They're not even.
Could they win a championship?
Right.
Let's be honest. Oh, yeah. Hey. Okay, so back on track. Here we go. And only 3 more to go.
You've got none right.
Question 8.
I'm the only one.
Derek, you have
You
views.
gotta lock in, Derek.
Which United States president was sworn in for the first of 2 terms to start the year 2009?
Yeah, Barack Obama.
Hey, there we go. Excellent job.
Derek, you speak up next time. You be the speaking guy.
And how long is a presidential term, guys?
4 years, but if you do 2, then it's 8.
Great math, Coach. You're doing well
Yeah,
here.
I'm telling you.
All right, 2 left. Question 9. What American sitcom starring Amy Poehler, Rashida Jones, Aubrey Plaza, and Nick Offerman made its debut on NBC in April of 2009? Do you know who any of these people are?
No, but I can only think of one sitcom. Or is that not a sitcom?
Sitcom is
It's on-
intended to be funny.
Oh, so yeah. Go for it.
And they're usually on like once a week, same time.
I love the behind-the-scenes discussion. Like, we can't know what they're talking about. This could be out in the open, guys.
Saturday Night Live.
No. Sorry, Saturday Night Live's been around since
For a long time.
76 or something.
I don't know.
Parks
any
and
other-
Recreation is the name of the show. But Amy Poehler was on it.
I've never even heard of that.
Never heard of it?
Nah.
Coach, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Guys.
It's amazing to me that it's only been 15 years ago, and you guys just don't even.
They did quite a few seasons. I personally have not seen it, but I thought you guys might know that one. Okay, now we're playing for 3rd place.
Dang it.
You got to get this one, okay? For all the marbles. Question 10. Which Canadian pop star released his first single called One Time at the age of 15 in 2009?
I only know one artist from. It's gotta be right. I don't know.
Do you know who it is, Hastings? Oh, cool.
I think so.
Anybody else from Canada?
Pretty sure.
Can I just go for it? Yeah. Drake.
Drake is incorrect.
It's Justin Bieber.
Justin
Bieber's from
Bieber.
Canada?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was from
I
the
would
United
never
States.
guess
Yeah, I would
that.
have never known that.
15 years old, huh? Drake.
Yeah,
You guys
he's a
remember
baby.
him when he was 15?
Yeah, I think Drake
He was
is
on
my
Degrassi,
age.
playing a guy in a wheelchair.
You guys got a favorite Justin Bieber song that you're willing to admit?
Yeah, you should hear some of the music they rock out to at the back of the bus.
What? Party in the USA?
Party in the USA,
Yeah,
stuff
classic.
like that. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
they rock out to it.
And then he wants to turn it off, but
Sorry.
You're not into Miley?
No, I listened to it, but then we're like 10 minutes away. We gotta walk in.
That's right.
Turn it off.
So no Bieber if you're within 10 minutes of the school. Okay, that's fair. I do love that music video. Sorry, I don't know if you guys seen that one before. All the girls just doing the dance moves. Come on, guys. Get on YouTube sometime. All right.
Right.
Coach, does it bring back a lot of memories just hearing these questions from like 2009, bringing back to the days?
Yeah, but the funny part is it doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
It wasn't.
15 years.
Well, unless you're these guys. and
right,
they're, like,
right. I mean,
barely
it's
over
almost
15.
half. I mean, I'm 34, so it's almost half of my life.
Right.
But it does not seem that long ago.
Let's revisit the glory days real quick. What game or moment from your playing career stands out the most? What do you remember?
I would say probably my freshman year. We went 8-2, made it to the playoffs, which was the last time that Crestline made it to the playoffs.
That's right.
I started as a freshman. And we had, I think, 55 guys on the team. So at that point, nothing against these guys. It wasn't a gimme to let her as a freshman. It was actually an honor to let her as a freshman.
Sure.
That was making it to the playoffs in general was great.
A lot harder back then too.
Absolutely, it was only eight in the region.
And actually, since I forgot to do this, guys, I do have a penalty flag here that I'm going to give to Derek, and then I've got a challenge flag too that I'll give to Kean. So at any point, if one of the other people at the table, or even me, if you feel like I'm a little off base, or you need them to say something else, get that penalty or that challenge flag out there, okay? So I gotta assume for this group, and probably especially you, Derek, that the best memory so far of your high school career, week 1 against Buckeye Central, and just the way that you guys performed.
Yeah.
Am I accurate with that?
Yeah.
Tell me your favorite part about that game.
Coming off a rough 3 years, everyone's not really got a lot of trust in you. They thought we were gonna go and 10 again, and just proving everybody wrong. Going out winning, it's a great feeling.
So given what you just said, take me back in time to the off-season preparation, senior class, 29 straight losses for you guys. You're like, man, we'd really like to get a win. What were you guys doing differently, or just what was some of the conversations about how you wanted to be the team to turn the tide? Or did you guys have confidence?
No, we did. We new coach, and our new coaches had a great attitude. They really just changed the way we thought, and then just showing up every day to the weight room really just helped us.
So that's gotta sound pretty cool, like that you brought in like a new flavor and desire for them. Absolutely. To be like, you know what, let's do this thing together.
Absolutely. For me, like I said, our biggest goal was getting these guys to buy in before football. Getting wins is great, but to change their confidence to make it to where they knew they could compete whoever they played against, for the most part. And that was our biggest goal, was getting them to buy in before we even got on the football field, as people rather than football players. So. And
then right out of the gates, Kean, the 222 yards, 3 touchdowns in that first game, where for a team that last year, I think they scored 34 points or something. It was just really tough for them offensively. How cool and how much fun was that for just everybody? Because I'm sure that you had to feel kind of the gravity of that when you guys are scoring touchdowns, that guys are like, dude, this is amazing.
It was great. I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go out, everybody doubting in you. Nobody thinks you're going to win, and prove everybody wrong and show them the new team Crestline is.
So you're up for all these awards, lots of recognition after that week 1. How did things change for you and maybe the team moving forward after that, when maybe there was a little bit more of an expectation coming off of a big win?
I don't think anything really changed. I think we got more confidence after the win, and we became a better team after that.
Ending the losing streak, of course, was huge, Coach, but still 9 weeks left in the regular season after that, so there was plenty of work to do. What did you see from your team, though, maybe in terms of a change of attitude, or like Kean said, maybe you guys did go into the season feeling like that you had a great opportunity this year?
We as a staff were confident in what these guys could do. It was getting them to have that confidence themselves. And we knew coming in, and I told my staff, I said, even if we were to go 10-0, week 1 will be the biggest game we play, because if we would have lost that, I don't know that we would have kept them mentally into it. I think they would have gone back to the same old dogs, same old thing every other year. And I knew, like I said, that week 1 was big. And I'm telling you, they're hungry for wins now, but that game, the level of hunger that they had in that game, I've never been a part of, playing or coaching-wise. I mean, it was across the board. So that was good to see.
Yeah, it was special. I seen some of the videos that your wife posted, man. Like, that was awesome when we got to talk on the podcast. So really an awesome experience for, I think, everybody over there in Crestline. And if you count the forfeit, you guys were a quadruple overtime game away from having 4 consecutive wins. Yeah. So what can you say about the group just, continually getting better, and even though it's kind of a small amount of kids on the team, right, and still fighting and getting these victories this year?
I think, and especially that game, we were down, I don't know if anybody realized it, we were down 22-7 at one point. In years past, they've always talked about they'd go down a score and they'd be done. Checked out, whatever. I mean, even against Buckeye, I think we were down 2 scores at one point, and they don't hang their heads like they did. It's a, hey, we got punched in the mouth, let's go back and weather the storm and come right back at them. And that's, like I said, that's been huge for us, especially compared to a couple years previous.
Last week, though, you guys go on the road and you take a tough loss against St. Thomas Aquinas, and Derek, even though you never want to lose a game, and I'm sure that you guys were probably hurt by it, did you have at least some empathy for a team that was in your guys' situation back in week 1, where you probably, I don't know, I haven't seen any video of it, but I'm guessing that they treated it like it was the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean,
and you can say no if you respect them at all. Yeah, do I need to throw in?
Yeah, throw the flag.
I really just want to go in there. I want to just whoop them, but I mean, I really just wanted to beat them. So, I mean, not really.
That would have been 3 in a row. It would have officially been a streak.
Right.
2's not considered a streak, so that third one would have been a streak, and they wanted it bad, but didn't work out in our favor. We went back to the drawing boards and going back out this week.
All right, guys, let's wash that taste out of our mouth. Let's do our last game here of the night. All right, the girls played 10 spin. I got the same questions for you guys, so how it works. I'm just going to roll this here at random, and then you each get to answer 2 questions. So, Keem, we'll let you kick us off here. Just tell me when.
Stop.
All right, stop on a number 7. Who do you feel like is the scariest horror movie character?
Character.
You watch any scary movies?
Yeah, you ever see that Texas Chainsaw Killer?
Yeah.
With
Leatherface is his name.
Yeah, he cut off people's faces and wear them. Yeah, he's pretty scary.
That's pretty good. That's pretty descriptive. I like it.
Yeah. I'll give you that. All right, Derek, your turn. You're on the clock here, man. Tell me when you want me to stop.
Stop.
All right, number 6. We tried this with the girls, and we didn't get much out of this.
You got a bark? Is that? No.
Do an impression of your school mascot. Let's see your best bulldog.
Come on. Come on.
Game face, baby. We can do this.
Oh, no. No way.
Come on.
What's like, look.
Hey, not bad.
Can you bark?
Can you show that to
That's on my
Liliana?
challenge flag.
This is what the bulldog face looks like.
Show it go.
It's just a little underbite.
You got to do the bark. I'm not the.
I ain't no one bark. No one even wears that costume.
Oh, well, we got a challenge flag out there on the field. Too much. All right, Coach. Let's put you on the clock here.
Stop.
All right, number 8. What would you say is your most embarrassing athletic moment that you had at any level, and even as a coach, perhaps?
Most embarrassing moment. Man. I would say would have been my senior year. Our starting quarterback went out and I was backup, and I actually threw up in the huddle on my center's cleats.
Ooh.
All over.
Did you offer to get him like some new cleats or to
at
polish
that point,
them?
it was 4th quarter. I was dead, and sorry, man. My apologies. But yeah, that was probably the most embarrassing.
Okay, that qualifies, I'd say.
Absolutely.
All right, Kean, one more round through here.
Stop.
Ooh, number 1. Oh, we tried this one. Maybe you'll know the words, even though you're back at the school again.
If it's the alma mater.
The alma mater?
I'm gonna tell you, so when we win, we go to the band, and we sing the alma mater. The band instructor got a hold of me probably about a week ago. He said, "Hey, Coach, we probably need to work on that alma mater a little bit."
Yeah.
I don't know one word.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. They play it and we just kind of all put our arms around each other and just rock back and forth.
We do the rock back and forth like Ohio State does. We just all put our heads down.
That's what it is.
I'm included in that. I'll be honest.
Derek, do you know the words?
No way.
Does anybody on the team know the words, Coach? Because maybe you need to work on it.
Parker
maybe
might,
Parker because he's in the
that
band.
would be the only person.
So yeah.
Okay. So off the hook
So
here.
hopefully we don't get that one.
Maybe Craig.
But at least I think we've identified something that probably at least get it like scripted out there for him.
Yeah. That'll be
On
practice
page.
one day.
At least
the whole
the end of
practice
it,
we just
yeah.
do
We
alma
did
mater.
that last year one day.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did. He literally brought out like papers and we had to do it.
And you don't remember any of it?
No.
Derek.
No.
Come
I
on,
do not.
Derek.
All right.
Come on, Dirk.
I would say, or at least Crestline.
You're back in the spins here, Derek. You got one more. Tell me when.
All right, you stop.
Oh, we've already had 7. I remember that. Okay, who do you feel like is the scariest horror movie character?
Definitely. It.
I knew it.
I knew it. I knew
yeah.
it.
Pennywise is his
Yeah.
name.
You're scared
Yeah.
of clowns?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
When he reaches out that little
The storm drain.
Oh no.
I don't step.
I'll tell you this so that you don't feel like ashamed. I think I was in 5th grade and I went to like a slumber party, and my mama didn't let me go to very many of those, and they allowed us to watch the original It. I come back home because my mom had clowns in my room and stuff. It ruined my
Throw 'em all
childhood
away.
for a
Done.
good month or so. I had to. I had to clean them out. I had to put them in some Tupperware and put them downstairs. And then I was just constantly thinking like, they're still down there.
They're going to come up.
Okay, last one, Coach.
All right. Stop.
Number 5. Tell a funny story about the team from this season.
Oh no.
Funny story about the team this year. Did you guys got any in mind that come to your head?
Yeah, this can be a group effort.
Yeah, let's be a group effort and think of the funniest one.
Some of the defensive play calls are funny.
Okay, yeah, we can't name the defensive play calls per se. We can't actually talk about them, but no, our D coordinator sometimes he'll let some of the players name what they would like a stunt to be called, or I can't talk about it on there.
Yeah.
I don't know any like funny stories.
Honestly, I would probably say Enrique coming out with a skull cap on and braids.
Braids coming
yeah.
out with the do-rag and braids.
Yeah, I would say that was up there.
So he's not normally rocking that
No,
style.
he usually has the picked out, the afro style. And he showed up one day with cornrows, and he's a very smart. I don't want to use the word nerd per se.
It's a badge of honor these days.
Yeah, he came out and he had the do rag on and the cornrows and all that, and that was pretty good.
All right.
That was pretty good.
Thank you, Enrique.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. Before we cut you loose, we got to talk about the rest of your season here in this playoff picture.
Yes, sir.
Your biggest test of the season probably coming up on Friday when you travel to Hardin Northern. So a win, and I believe you guys are in the playoffs.
That would absolutely, I think, would clinch us in for sure.
So you played on the last team that actually got to go there.
Yeah.
How exciting is this for you and the gang, knowing that if you get it done on Friday, baby?
Well, and I keep preaching history to these guys. The last time a Crestline football team actually went over 500, also in 2005. Wow. So, they have all this history that they can make. But again, we're trying to preach one game at a time. And that's been kind of hard with outside noise of, oh, you guys are in position to make it. You control your own destiny, blah, blah, blah. And they hear it, and I know they do. But our biggest thing is just one game at a time. But, I mean, obviously it's exciting. It's hard not to look at that and get excited. But we're just trying to take it one game at a time.
Yeah, Derek, you weren't even born yet the last time that this team was in the postseason.
Nobody on the team.
So
nobody on the team.
Hearing that, knowing that that's a reality, how do you feel knowing that you could be the team to kind of like break that curse?
Your dad was a senior the last time Crestline went to the playoffs. Wow. Put that in perspective.
Your dad probably has gray hairs like me now.
He does.
Yeah. It happens to us all.
Yeah.
You're doing okay so
I'm
far,
getting a little
Coach.
gray right in here. I keep it short on top so it doesn't show. Easy.
Well, Kian, knowing that you're part of this resurgence now and that you can do something that your dad was like the last team to do, full circle here, how does this feel just knowing that there's some pretty cool storylines going right now for the Bulldogs football program?
It feels really good. I mean, we're all excited, all happy. We love the sport. Come out to play, and we're ready to go to the playoffs.
But one game at a time.
But one game at a time.
You guys definitely control your own destiny. Win on Friday, and then you're in, and then you still have a couple more weeks where, well, definitely if you win this Friday, heck, you guys are in the driver's seat to get a home playoff game. That would be pretty special.
That'd be the 2000 for the math.
Man, I was a freshman in high school. So
I was still in junior. I was in elementary school.
So, hey, best of luck to you guys. Keep doing what you're doing, but just one game at a time. Don't overlook anything. Enjoy the experience.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate all the Bulldogs coming in here tonight, and a big thank you, of course, to Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion for bringing us some pies out of here, keeping us fed, and making this show a reality. We'll be back next week, but we don't know who's going to be on the show just yet, so look out for that. We'll have some announcements on Friday, I think, on BCO and QEL. But until then, enjoy the fall weather, and we'll see you on the OH.Report, BCO, QEL, Crawford Now, Marion County Now, all sorts of stuff coming up all week. So long, guys.